Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk about perspective. Two people can experience the same thing at the same time and see it in a totally different way. And that's due to a whole whack of factors. Particularly, I would say the number one factor might be their outlook. So your outlook on life, your mindset, is going to determine a lot of what it is that you experience. It's going to cast a shadow in some way, shape, or form, or cast light in some way, shape, or form, depending on where you are in the on the spectrum of good and bad, positive, negative, however you want to phrase it. And also, even little things like what sort of day you've had can alter your perspective. The last conversation you had with somebody might alter your perspective. The knowledge about the subject matter might alter your perspective. There are just so many things that can alter your perspective. But it's kind of like, when you have that, he said this, she said that, and the truth lies somewhere in between, right? So, when you're giving something from your perspective, it is literally just from your perspective. And you may not have all of the facts. You might not have grasped all the nuances. You might have your perspective is going to be skewed in some way, shape, or form, because that's just the way life is, right? So knowing that, when you find yourself in a new situation, or you're reading something for the first time, or you're having a conversation with somebody, particularly if you're talking about a particular topic or a particular person or whatever, you've got to remember that they bring their own perspective to that, and that their perspective may not be your perspective. So again, do the research, get the full story as best you can, which is never really a full story, but So what does the perspective do? How can that aid us? Well, it helps us make decisions, right? So if you go to a party, for example, and you meet a whack of new people, then the conversations that you have at that party, or perhaps the stories that you've heard about the people at the party beforehand, or the way you watch people, interact at the party, all of these are going to shape your perspective about a particular person. It's almost like, it's affecting your judgment, right? And so, again, try to step back, try to be the observer and not the judge, because you are more apt to keep things more open. As soon as you get into judgment mode, you become very closed-minded. Your focus is very narrow. And so if you can keep that wide open as long as possible, then you're able to gather more information. And so that can help you make a more unbiased decision about something. And people talk about having a fresh perspective, right? And a fresh perspective is literally just that. It's like standing back and looking at a particular topic or situation or person or whatever, excuse me, in a new light. And, suspending your disbelief, so to speak. And that will allow you to have a fresh perspective on that situation or topic or person. And that allows you to make maybe better decisions. That allows you to go forward in a broader, lighter way, because more things are possible. And sometimes more is better. Have a great day, everyone.